Continuing to follow the very latest on the wildfires that are burning to the north and the east of us. If you're watching us from northern Minnesota, you've been seeing what's been going on in the skies. Probably hazier, a lot hazier up there, and the smoke, the air quality, we're told, near these three fires. The sheriff describing it as chokingly bad. Just really very tough conditions all around for those on the ground and these firefighters who are fighting three active fires now from the ground and from the air. So we have the Camp House fire, which is the largest fire at about 12,000 acres. Again, the size of the city of Mankato is what we're talking about here, just for the Camp House fire. The Jenkins Creek fire is the second fire, and that one is about half the size, about 6,800 acres. As you can see. And then that smaller fire, the Munger Shaw fire, has burned just over 1,400 acres now. All three of these fires, though, the headline here is that there is zero containment. There is zero containment. They've been fighting the first fire since Sunday afternoon, the Camp House, and then the Jenkins Creek was yesterday afternoon when we were on a Zoom call with the sheriff. We were just wrapping up at about 1 o'clock, and he said we just got 2 more calls for a couple of more active fires, and now we know that that is the Jenkins Creek fire and also the Munger Shaw fire. So these, again, separate fires, even though that second fire, the Jenkins Creek fire, is very close to the Camp House fire. We're told that they're separate origins. Totally separate origins, and you can see some of the damage and the devastation left behind here. A lot of people evacuated from that area, those who live there. These areas they call sort of urban interface areas, where we're not talking about large, communities of cities and hundreds or dozens of people, but we have sort of these individual homes that are either cabins or year-round homes, and it sounds like there have been about 50 structures that have been destroyed. This is you're taking a look right now at one of the Chinook helicopters that's out there, and I believe that this is Boomer. And Boomer has been, this may not be Boomer, but we know though, okay, so there's been a DNR chopper, so this may not be Boomer. We've got some video that we'll show you from inside a Boomer, but as you can see, this is what's going on with some of the battles from the air. These helicopters are basically using these long snorkel tubes that hang down, and they suck up the water in about 30 to 45 seconds. And then they're able to just douse it really quickly in a very short period of time. They're able to carry about 2,300 gallons a pop, so they're moving pretty efficiently and pretty quickly. However, you may have also heard one of the officials talk about the fact that there are a few bodies of water in these areas, but they're kind of smaller, and so they are more limited, and so they're doing the best they can with the small water. But there you see the efforts to battle these fires from the air, and just, that's just one, and then they go back and they get another. So it is painstakingly specific and delicate right now. We also heard about this very slight changes in wind direction and how that can completely throw everything off course. And so they're really trying to fine-tune things in real time here as they respond, as the wind even shifts just a very little bit. It's mostly been coming from the south. So we know that these particular fires are moving to the north right now. So we're going to be chatting here live with, we believe, the sheriff. Gordon Ramsey is his name. He's from St. Louis County, and we had a great conversation with him yesterday, and he's been so busy on the ground trying to help get people evacuated and make sure, first, everybody is safe, and then second, that they are battling these fires and trying to minimize as much property damage as possible. Also, part of our coverage here is our So Young Kim, who hopped in the car a couple of hours ago. And So Young, I know that you are nearing the location where you want to be. Tell us where you are, and kind of bring us up to speed on what it is we know here at just after 1 o'clock this afternoon.
We're just near Duluth now. We're heading up to the Two Harbors area. That's where we're told Incident Command is giving kind of the latest information. So we'll have a little bit more for you just in a little bit. But we're on our way up to that Camp House fire. You kind of broke down the size and the numbers there, but that's the largest one. We all just heard that Governor Walz speaking now, and it sounds like the structure count is up to 80. And again, he mentioned we won't know until crews are able to do a full assessment. But it really has been devastating for this area. Now that we've kind of entered the Duluth area, we can see some haze in the sky. You can see, looking at footage from flames from yesterday that we captured from the chopper, and all the state agencies and state officials are reiterating just how dynamic and how the situation is still very much active and developing, and kind of the loss. And as the fires are still active, we're going to see what we can see close to Highway 44 near that Brimston area, and we'll bring more to you as we learn more.
Okay, and so Young, were you able to catch some of the large coordination here going on? Huge efforts between a lot of different agencies. Were you able to catch some of those details? I was kind of in and out during that part. Do you remember?
Yeah, absolutely, and it's been a joint, a large coordinated effort, not only from local fire departments and volunteer firefighters, but DNR, Forestry Service. We know Governor Walz also activated the Minnesota National Guard. Major General was kind of talking about the resources by air that they were deploying, and that they were very active. Everyone's kind of working around the clock to really tackle these three larger fires. Like you mentioned, there's still 0% containment, which is the scary part. And now that I'm kind of in this general area, we're still heading north, and we still have a little ways to go. But I can tell you it's still really hot. Those dry, hot conditions that we've started seeing over the weekend, and that will continue for the next few days. And they referenced the wind as another factor the last couple days for how quickly these spread. And I can tell you it's still really, really warm out here now. Those are also the conditions that the firefighters and crews are working in. So again, authorities are really reiterating not only life and property as a priority of people impacted in the area, but also the safety of their crews as well. Yeah. And it's a huge, massive coordinated effort right now.
Okay, all right. So Young, thank you. We'll let you guys continue on. We'll check back in with you in a little while. I know you'll have the very latest for us on our newscast later tonight. Thank you guys.